Back on SportsBIT, betting insight today. Big game breakdown continues as always. Live odds. Sportsbookreview.com. Saturday, 3 o'clock Pacific, ESPN. What a game. Kansas and Kentucky. Kentucky at home. We expect the line maybe to come. Estimated line 5.5 in this one. And while certainly Villanova, North Carolina was one for the ages into the 2016 season, this was high drama as well. Kansas beat Kentucky in Lawrence 90-84 in overtime, Teddy.
Oh, yeah, great game. I mean, really, you talk about Nova, North Carolina. That was a fantastic game last year. It's a game that we all still remember. But this might have been the second best game of the year. The final score matched the biggest margin. Kansas never led by more than 6. Kentucky never led by more than 6. It was one of those games where every possession was played at a high level, really intense basketball. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see a similar type of intensity in the rematch this year. And again, that estimate, Kentucky 5.5, I wouldn't be shocked if Kentucky comes 4.5. I wouldn't be shocked if they come 6.5. We're guesstimating that the Wildcats will come out in that range.
Big difference now. Mason and Graham went through that one. 79 floor minutes. Savvy as any backcourt in the country. Even in the loss Tuesday in Morgantown, Kansas had more assists than turnovers, which is tough to do on that court.
Oh, it sure is. But, I really wonder if playing at Kentucky just might be easier than playing at West Virginia this season. I mean, West Virginia, that is a tough court. So for Kansas to have more assists and turnovers, a really positive sign in that game, even though they lost and failed to cover. But the Jayhawks took a hit, suspending forward Carlton Bragg indefinitely for a violation of team rules. He's a big body off the bench. You know, the guy's, 6'10", 240 pounds. He averages about 15 minutes, 6.1 points, 4.8 rebounds. Not necessarily what we would call an impact player, but they'll miss him. He gets minutes and valuable minutes for the Jayhawks every single game. He's not going to get those minutes, at least for the indefinite future.
I expect a huge effort out of Kentucky. The revenge from last year, not to mention they were looking past Tennessee on Tuesday. Calipari lit them up after that one and at halftime.
Yeah, he sure did. Cal, quote, Tom Brady made a statement that these guys aren't listening to. Doing what's right for the team sometimes may not be right for you, but that's how you win. That's not getting through to some guys, and I told them after. You'll continue to lose. I've done this 30 years. You cannot do this stuff that they're doing and win basketball game. You know, everyone that's watched this team, you know what we usually look like. Pass, 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 pass. In, out, drive, kick, go. You know what everybody's doing right now? Whoever has it holds it as long as they can until they make a pass. And the pass they want to make is the hero scoring pass. We're just not playing how we were 2 weeks ago. Maybe we got arrogant. It comes back to what I'm accepting as a coach. And obviously, I'm accepting this kind of play from young kids. I've got to do a better job, and I will. Yeah, Calipari's pissed off. No question about it. I do expect to see an inspired effort from Kentucky, but I've got my concerns when you think about that veteran backcourt that you talked about for Kansas with Mason and Graham. You know, and then you look at all the youngsters, and Monk and Fox and Briscoe in Kentucky's backcourt. I think that's advantage Jayhawks, not Wildcats.
Could be a shootout, too, because the offense is there with Kentucky. I don't know about the defense. They give up 82 points to Tennessee, and Tennessee missed a ton of free throws in that game. And Tennessee had 18 assists versus only 9 turnovers. 3 of the last 5 SEC opponents have scored in the 80s against Kentucky. Cause for concern there.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.